Ben Affleck is sitting beside you right now, for crying out loud. Like,
Can you
has
believe it?
You know what? A lot of people, I get this question all the time, and they say, does it ever feel normal? It gets better, but it'll never be normal. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I do catch myself and look at it from the perspective like, wow, you know, Ben Affleck is really sitting next to me, or, you know, Ben Affleck is talking and he's like spitting in my face while he's talking, but it's okay. I'm not worried about it. It's Ben Affleck, you know what I mean? I'll never get not used to it. But it does like chill down a little bit, because once you kind of see his personality and get to know him, who he is as a guy, he's the coolest dude ever. And like, a lot of people don't realize how funny he is either. When you talk to him for a period of time, he's hilarious. So this is, you know, I'm only young, but this is definitely one of like the best experiences I've ever had shooting this.
Ben, did you feel very fatherly with these guys? Like, did your parental instincts come through?
Fatherly, because I felt like, I felt as though it was very important to earn their respect, you know, as young men, and in order for the role to be convincing, and also just because I believe in, you know, cultivating good relationships with the people I work with. And these guys, you know, it actually wasn't really mentorship at all, in a way. I mean, yeah, I tell a lot of stories and we share stories, and it was a lot of fun for me to hear about their auditions and their various issues, and I would have a lot of ideas and responses. Some of them may be good, some not, I don't know. But the fact is, like, these guys worked so hard and were so dedicated, making that basketball look good and bringing those performances that they brought, and being willing to do it when you're not the guy in the foreground, but you're behind the guy in the foreground and working just as hard, showed me a tremendous amount about their character and reminded me why I fell in love with doing this in the first place. I loved hanging out with these guys. It was so much fun. They even put me on the group chat at the end of the movie. I was enormously flattered. My 14-year-old daughter is like, can't believe they put me on the group chat. Thinks it's crazy. She's like, they're just pretending.
We was afraid to ask him too. Like, we were like, should we allow him in the group chat? Like, what did he even say? Yeah, or have time?
They wouldn't say, would you allow? It's like, we're not trying to do too much. I don't want to put pressure on him because he can't say no, but he's really active. He's probably like
he be the main one. Be sending paragraphs and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's the only place I can be honest.
Speaking of characters, you play an incredible character that certainly goes through different phases in the movie. How did you get into the zone of Jack? And obviously, we've learned a lot of parallels have been in your personal life.
Sure, yes. I'm in recovery from alcohol, and I don't drink, and so I know what that's like. That is not a particularly uncommon, unfortunately. You see a lot. I grew up in Boston. My father's an alcoholic. Most of my friends' parents were. It's just it's almost ubiquitous, really, especially when you look at addiction in terms of the broader scheme of the opioid crisis and crack and cocaine and, you know, porn addiction. There's all kinds of ways that you can really hurt your own life getting into this kind of compulsive behavior. The thing that was, you know, appealing for me was that the scenes were complicated and multi-layered, allowed to display a kind of a range of emotion, and that this character had gone through something which, thank God, I have not, and never hoped to, and had a lot of grief that he was dealing with. And for that, I, you know, required research, and I'm really grateful to some generous people who have been through that experience, shared that with me, gave me some insight. But, you know, really the best part was the inspiration I got from these guys, and the love I have for acting, and the feeling like I don't want to do a movie that doesn't feel like this. You know, this was just a joy.